Your Honor, I speak today to express my absolute total regret for the actions I took that led me to this unfortunate situation I'm in today. To be clear, at the outset, I am sorry to you, the victims, the State Attorney's Office, the Florida Bar, the Florida courts, the individuals that oversee the surplus trustee program, my parents, family, and my daughter Jaden for what I have done. There is no excuse for my behavior. There was a time when I was making good money and performing very capably as a lawyer. Unfortunately, I let depression that set in after my first divorce cripple me, and instead of reaching out for help, I wound up with several bar complaints. The result of that was decreased earnings and few new clients. As a result, I believe my only avenue would be to take, although at the time I termed it borrow, from funds I had access to through the surplus trustee program, where I could have sought decreased payments in alimony and child support, moved back in with my parents, and taken other reasonable measures to save money. I became greedy. This is, without hesitation, the biggest regret of my life. Of course, this action resulted in other negative actions, which I am completely ashamed. Those include lying to courts, other members of the bar, the Florida Bar's investigators, and my own friends and family. I manipulated others around me, including Deborah Rosenthal, who was my partner in the surplus trustee program and had no idea of the crimes I was committing. I will forever regret these actions. I take full and absolute responsibility for these actions. I hope it can be noted that no other individual could be implicated in this crime because literally no one else knew. I committed these acts alone to enrich myself and live a false lifestyle. I would like to thank the prosecution, including Mr. David Schulzen, who could have made matters much worse for me. He kindly permitted this day to extend beyond Father's Day so I could spend it with my daughter and so she could finish school before I was incarcerated. For this, I am most grateful. Further, I'd like to thank my attorney, Larry Davis, and his talented associates, Shanna Corda and Matthew Hatfield, who have been simply incredible throughout this process. I would also be remiss if I did not thank Kevin Tynan and Kim Marginhoff, both who provided excellent counsel throughout this ordeal. I'd also like to note that without the assistance of Dr. Scott Weinstein and Florida Lawyers Assistance, I would not have made the progress I have made to this point to begin to improve myself. I encourage all lawyers to seek out the assistance of FLA if and when they feel depressed, anxious, or other mental difficulty which is impacting their ability to practice law. If I had done this earlier, I would not be here today. On a final note, I fully understand what I've done is wrong. Further, my 8-year-old, to the best of her ability, understands this as well. My absolute intention is to make whole on the debt that I have. I will leave no stone unturned in my quest to make my victims whole. This is the only way I'll be able to be a good example to Jaden going forward. It is unfortunate that I will not be able to begin working on this until the completion of my sentence, although I intend on doing work while incarcerated to make me the best possible version of myself so I can re-enter the workforce and make my victims whole. Again, I would like to apologize to the victims. They are truly innocent. I took advantage of a broken system in order to personally enrich myself. This is indefensible. I look forward to the day, no matter how far off it may be, where they can enjoy the funds that are rightfully theirs. Thank you.